Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let me show you what I've been working on. So what I've been doing to this piece of stone is breaking it into two separate pieces, which is about 20 by 8. And after we cut it, we're going to be gluing these pieces of sandpaper to the stone. And the reason why we're going to be gluing it is because on the next video, we're going to be sharpening my construction chisel. I want to see how sharp and brand new I could get this chisel. But that we're going to speak about on the next video. This one we're going to be focusing on making the two pieces of stone itself. Why two pieces? Is because one is with the more aggressive sandpaper. So we have, let me see, we have 80, 180, 120, and 220. And then over here we have the more finer grit, 1500. We have 2500, 5000, and 7000. So those are all the grits that we're going to be using. And I was able to find this stone in the backyard. Someone demoed their kitchen and I was able to grab this stone and use it for this purpose. Unfortunately, I don't have enough on this corner. This corner is busted. I went as tight as possible as I can over here. This one is perfectly square, but to be honest, it's not much of a problem. That's just a little corner. We don't have to use that corner. It would be fine. So first things first, I have to bring this outside to cut this stone with the grinder. I put my big battery on because I do not want to run out of battery. It's extremely cold outside. It's like 40 degrees outside, and I just want to get this over with and not be in the cold anymore. Let's go set up the camera outside and start cutting it up. So this came out perfect. The worry that I had about the aggressive sandpaper not being able to stick because of the backing, as you can see, it's kind of rough. We don't have a problem. That stuck perfectly. This one also stuck perfectly. If you guys saw on the 5000, I kind of laid it down wrong and I was able to take it back up and put it down, but it was a little bit difficult to pick it back up. So I'm really happy with how these 4 sheets stuck down. Also, I got this in a roll. The link will be in the description if you guys are interested in getting this roll. It came with a whole bunch of them over here. So if you're interested in getting that roll, I'll leave the link in the description. But yeah, this came out great. I'm really happy with how it came out. Cutting the stone was a bit of a pain, not just because it was cold, but because the blade didn't go all the way through. So I had to grab a hammer and hammer it and then cut the rest smooth with the grinder. But it doesn't really have to be perfect. As long as the top surface is flat and perfect, that's all that really matters. The reason why I did not do one piece of stone and put it in the back is because the back is not polished. And you can see we have some silicone here, which I'll take off camera, but this is not polished, so it's kind of, you know, aggressive. Maybe in the future I'll try to glue one underneath and see what happens, but I don't think that is gonna stick well. So that's the reason why I did 2 separate ones. So all that's left is for the next video. I am going to be seeing if I could sharpen this chisel right here, like I said earlier. I don't think we'll have a problem, but let's see how it goes. So yeah, that is the reason for these 2 pieces of stone. When I'm done using them, I can slide them down there, out of sight, out of mind. And when it's time to polish like these over here, I can do that. Not polish, sharpen. I could do that. I also built this on Amazon. It's the green compound with a piece of leather. To be honest, I don't really know what this is for, but this idea was given to me by my friend Rob in Maker Camp. Rob is like Jimmy's assistant, or he works for Jimmy or something. I don't know exactly the title. Forgive me, Rob, if you're watching this. But he gave me the idea. When I went to Maker Camp, I brought my 5 chisels that needed to get sharpened. And I wanted to sharpen all of them there and never worry about it again. But I really enjoyed sharpening it that I told Rob, you know what, I'm gonna sharpen one, you teach me how to do it, and then the rest I'll do at home and I'll make a video out of it. And that's why I did this. This all came from Maker Camp, and this was Rob that put it in my head, and I said, I gotta do it for the channel because I really enjoy sharpening this. It was like peaceful, it was like, I really enjoyed it. I put on some headphones, listened to some music, some podcasts, and I was able to just settle down and sharpen that one chisel. I have 5 to do. One is really aggressive like you saw, and I have these that are, you know, woodworking, so it should get sharpened pretty easy. But yeah, that's where I got the idea from. So if you're interested in going to Maker Camp, I think you should. I'll leave a link to Maker Camp's Instagram in the description if you're interested in what is Maker Camp and what it's all about. So that's gonna be it for this video. If you learned something new, you can show me by giving me a like. Any comments or questions, leave it in the comments down below. And if you're interested in seeing more, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks.